Chapter 12, Retailers, Wholesalers, and their Strategy Planning. This is part of the Essentials of Marketing. At the conclusion of this session, we'll be able to understand retailers plan their marketing strategies, know about the many kinds of retailers that work with producers and wholesalers as members of channel systems, understand the differences among the conventional and non-conventional retailers, including internet merchants and others who accept the mass merchandising concept, understand scrambled merchandising and the wheel of retailing, see why size or belonging to a chain can be important to a retailer, know what progressive wholesalers are doing to modernize their operations and marketing strategies, know the various kinds of merchant and agent wholesalers and the strategies they use, understand why retailing and wholesaling have developed in different ways in different countries, see how the internet is impacting both retailing and wholesaling, and understand a whole set of new terms. So here we are. 4 P's of the marketing mix. When managers think about place, they're concerned with making goods and services available in the right quantities, right locations, when customers want them. So in this lecture, we're going to provide an overview of the decisions that retailers and wholesalers make in developing their own strategies. So we're going to have 4 main topics: strategy planning for retailers, the nature of retailing, strategy planning for different types of wholesalers, the future of retailing and wholesaling. Wholesalers and retailers are vital links in a channel system. As consumers, we are much more familiar with retailing than wholesaling because we all shop at retail stores at one time or another. Wholesaling takes place out of the view of most consumers. Both wholesalers and retailers must select their target markets and marketing mixes carefully. Marketers should understand how retailing and wholesaling are evolving. The pace of this evolution has accelerated. Technology is changing the ways in which intermediaries interact with customers. New types of intermediaries have developed. Understanding the evolution of retailers and wholesalers will provide clues about what to expect in the future. Retailing, all of the activities involved in the sale of products to consumers. Retailing is crucial to consumers in every macro marketing system. Consumers spend more than $4.5 trillion a year buying goods and services from U.S. retailers alone. In service retailing, the retailer is also the producer. Consumers have many reasons for buying from particular retailers. The retailer's whole offering, which is an assortment of goods, advice from sales clerks, convenience, and other factors, is its product. Features of a retailer's offering that relate to economic needs include convenience, which is where customers want reasonable convenience in retail outlets. Product selection is where most customers want a choice of assortment, brands, and quality. Fairness in dealings, customers want to know that the retailer is honest. Helpful information, knowledgeable salespeople, displays, demonstrations, and product information can be principal reasons for choosing a particular retailer. Prices, customers use price to weigh the value offered. Price can be varied by the use of credit terms and special discounts. Features of a retailer's offering that relate to social or emotional needs include social image, where some customers seek status, prestige, or a feeling of fitting in. Shopping atmosphere, comfort, safety, excitement, relaxation, sounds, smells. Retail strategy requires carefully set policies about these needs, because each of them can be a source of competitive advantage. Consumer needs also relate to segmentation and positioning, because different retailers emphasize different strategies. Retailers make decisions on the whole marketing mix. Retailers start by selecting a target market. Then retailers make decisions about product, including product selection, after sales service, special services to offer. Place decisions include whether to have an online or physical store, the number of locations and outlets, the shop atmosphere, store size, layout and design, store hours, and more. Price decisions made by retailers include whether to offer a store credit card, discount policies, frequency and level of sales prices, and whether or not to charge for delivery or other services. It is too simplistic to characterize retailers on the basis of a single characteristic, so developing an understanding of retail strategy begins with considering basic types of retailers and how they differ along a variety of dimensions. So this chart shows several types of retailers. General stores are those stores that carried anything they could sell in reasonable volume. These were the main retailers in the U.S. in the mid-1800s. However, these stores could not be kept up with the proliferation of products that were developed to meet consumer needs. Single-line or limited-line stores specialize by product area and offer a wide assortment in that area. Now, most stores in the U.S. fall into this category. However, single-line, limited-line stores have to stock some slow-moving items in order to satisfy the store's target market. Many of these stores are small with high sales expenses and low volume. These stores are being squeezed because they face competition from other retailers that have different marketing mixes. Specialty and department stores. A specialty shop is a type of conventional limited line store that is usually small and has a distinct personality or shopping environment. Specialty shops usually sell shopping products and focus on a narrow target market with better service, knowledgeable salespeople, and a unique assortment. This combination generally supports higher prices for products. Department stores are larger stores that are organized into many separate departments and offer many product lines. Department stores combine many limited line stores and specialty shops. The number of department stores, their average sales per store, and their share of total retail sales are all declining. Supermarkets and mass merchants. Mass merchandising concept is where retailers should offer low prices to get faster turnover and greater sales volumes by appealing to larger markets. Supermarkets are large stores specializing in groceries with self-service and wide assortments. Survival is based on efficiency, high volume, and low costs. Discount houses started by offering wide assortments of name brand goods at 20 to 30% off the list price. Discounters had lower costs, low rent, less convenient locations, less service, and thus upset some conventional retailers. Mass merchandisers are more than discounters. Large, self-service stores with many departments that emphasize soft goods and staples, with low prices and lower margins to get faster turnover. Mass merchandisers have also led the way in streamlining distribution with technology. They are now trying to be more convenient also. Some supermarkets and mass merchandisers have moved toward becoming supercenters or hypermarkets, very large stores that carry groceries and meet all routine needs for goods and services. New mass merchandising formats keep coming. Warehouse clubs are where consumers pay a membership fee to shop in large, bare-bone facilities that carry homogeneous shopping items. Their rapid growth was fueled in large part by small business customers. Single-line mass merchandisers are coming on strong. These stores are called category killers because it's so hard for less specialized retailers to compete. They carry large assortments of a specific product category and attract many consumers because of their selection and low prices. So let's check our knowledge. Parties R Us is a large store containing nothing but party supplies. The store carries everything from costumes to party favors, decorations to invitations, and paper plates to birthday candles. The selection is huge and prices are low. There is even a party consultant on hand to help plan parties. Parties R Us is a C category killer. Single-line mass merchandisers carry a large assortment and low prices in a specific product category. These stores are all called category killers because it's hard for less specialized retailers to compete. Parties R Us is an example of this type of retailer. The key issues. The next set of single and limited line stores adds convenience, higher margins, and a reduced assortment. Some examples include convenience stores, vending, and shops at home. Convenience food stores carry limited assortments of fast-moving items and are located conveniently near people's homes. Goods cost 10 to 20% more than supermarkets. Convenience stores must have the right assortment in order to succeed because they have such a limited amount of space. The items carried must move quickly enough to contribute to profitability. Automatic vending is selling and delivering products through vending machines. Vending machines are convenient, and the business has grown, but it only accounts for about 1.5% of U.S. retail sales. So in spite of the fact that vending machine sales are only a small percentage of total retail sales, their impact in some target markets is very significant. Diamond Crystal recognizes this fact and prepares all of the most popular products and flavors in all the most popular serving sizes for vending machine operators. Diamond Crystal knows that the firms in its target market want a convenient source of supply. So its product assortment includes an extensive array of products with packaging designed specifically for vending machines and coffee service supplies, all supported with reliable service. An 800 number makes it easy for prospects to locate a local distributor. The major disadvantage to automatic vending is high cost. The machines are expensive to buy, stock, and repair compared to the volume they sell. As a result, prices are higher in vending machines than in other retail forms. In-home shopping has been around for a long time, but is far more varied and more popular now than ever. Door-to-door selling is where a person goes directly to the consumer's homes. Unlike the U.S., door-to-door selling has grown in popularity in international markets. Telephone and direct mail retailing is where consumers shop at home, usually by placing orders through the mail or via toll-free telephone numbers for home delivery. Profit margins tend to be higher than in traditional retail formats. A significant portion of telephone and direct mail sales are outsourced to firms like the product line, which is featured in this ad. These subcontractors specialize in selling products over the phone. It can be more efficient and effective in some retailers to use them instead of performing these tasks themselves. Other retailers succeed by putting a catalog on cable TV or on computer. QVC, Home Shopping Channel, and others are making advantage of the proliferation of cable TVs to reach millions of homes. They are also building a significant presence on the internet. So finally, a number of different online retailers will offer expanded assortment, reduced margins, and more information. How should one think of the internet and its role in retailing? At this stage in its development, there are alternative ways of considering the internet. When it comes to retailing, is the internet another aspect of low-margin mass merchandisers trying to appeal to a large target market with wide assortments of low prices? Or is it just another way to add convenience to in-home shopping? Or is it something really different in retail form? Although all three of these perspectives have merit, the internet will likely prove to be a truly new retail form. So retailing on the internet continues to grow quickly at more than 10% a year. So moving information versus moving goods is a key concept. Internet dramatically lowers the cost of communication and makes it faster. Convenience takes on new meanings. A consumer can have an unlimited assortment on the internet. However, the consumer is limited by other elements of the product. Shipping delays and shipping costs, consumers can't touch the product, etc. More and less information at the same time. Detailed information is easily available on the internet, but a consumer can't inspect the product on the internet. Online costs for retailers and customers higher and lower. With no storefront and limited sales help, online retailers usually have lower operating costs than brick-and-mortar stores. Customers may not have to pay sales tax either. Brick-and-mortar stores add online capabilities. This multi-channel approach, physical store plus website, offers customers some of the best of both worlds. There are several explanations for the evolution of retailers over time. The wheel of retailing theory is that new types of retailers enter the market as low status, low margin, low price operators, and then, if successful, evolve into more conventional retailers offering more services with higher operating costs and higher prices. This theory is often used to explain the evolution of department stores, supermarkets, and mass merchandisers. It doesn't explain the development of vending machines, convenience stores, and the internet. Scrambled merchandising is where a retailer carries any product lines that will sell profitably, even if they are outside the retailer's traditional lines of business. The product life cycle concept applies to retailer types also. As the retailer matures, competition gets tougher, and eventually a new form may replace the old retailer. Ethical issues also arise. Some retailers have been criticized severely for advertising low prices on an item but not stocking enough to meet demand. Once consumers are in the store, they are pressured to switch to more expensive items. So let's check our knowledge. Walgreens, CVS, and other drugstores have become scaled-down versions of mass merchandisers by adding small appliances, housewares, food, and other items to their traditional lines. This type of scrambled merchandising is meant to deal with the increasing desire that consumers have for B. Convenience. Scrambled merchandising is the term to describe retailers carrying out any product lines that they think they can sell profitably. The consumer desire for convenience is driving this approach, so B is the best answer. Among the large retailers, many are chain stores. Corporate chain is a firm that owns and manages more than one store. An example is Walmart, whose website is shown here. The corporate chain uses centralized buying to get quantity discounts. Corporate chains can also use EDI and their own distribution centers to control inventory and stockouts. Cooperative chains are retailer-sponsored groups formed by independent retailers that cooperate on promotions while running their individual stores separately. Voluntary chains are wholesaler-sponsored groups that may contract with independent retailers to standardize common operating procedures, storefronts, names, and joint promotions. Franchisors form chains as well. The franchisor usually offers training and management support while the franchisees run the individual stores. Several factors in the international market affect the development of retailing. Successful new ideas spread across countries. Much of the self-service retailing that originated in the United States has now migrated to countries around the world. For example, mass merchandising requires mass markets. In some countries, such as less developed nations, consumers do not have enough income to support mass distribution. Retailers moving into international markets must adapt marketing strategies. Legal and cultural differences in international markets may outweigh a competitive advantage that worked well at home. Online shopping behavior and online retailing varies considerably across countries. So wholesaling is concerned with activities of persons or establishments, such as wholesalers, that sell to retailers, other merchants, business users, or institutional users, but do not sell in large amounts to final consumers. Wholesaling is changing with the times, and innovative forms of competition will lead to new business models. However, many wholesalers are enjoying significant growth by focusing on producing value and profits and not chasing orders. Progressive wholesalers have used technology to offer better service, streamline their operations, switch to selective distribution policies, and modernize their facilities. Not all wholesalers are progressive, and perhaps we will say goodbye to some. Survivors will need effective strategies based on the marketing concept. So this chart shows the number, sales volume, and operating expenses of some major types of wholesalers. Manufacturers' sales branches are warehouses that producers set up at separate locations away from their factories. As shown in this chart, most wholesale establishments are merchant wholesalers, followed by agent wholesalers, and then manufacturer sales branches. Merchant wholesalers have the greatest percentage of all wholesale sales. 64.1%, followed by manufacturer sales branches, which is 26.3%, and then agent wholesalers, which is 9.6%. Merchant wholesalers have the highest costs as a percentage of sales, 13.1%, compared to 7.9% for manufacturer sales branches. Agent wholesalers have the lowest costs as a percentage of sales, which is only 3.7%. In order to understand the differences among types of wholesalers in terms of their number, their sales, and their costs, it's essential to develop a clear picture of what wholesalers do. To understand the many different types of wholesalers, it's useful to start by determining whether the wholesaler takes ownership of its products it handles and how many wholesaling functions the wholesaler performs. Independent wholesalers are classified first based on whether or not they own the products they sell. If they do, they are merchant wholesalers. Merchant wholesalers are the most numerous type of the wholesale establishment. Merchant wholesalers may also be further classified on the number of functions performed. If the wholesaler doesn't own the products it resells, it is an agent wholesaler. Some of the different types of wholesalers are shown in this slide, which reproduces an Exhibit 12.5 from our textbook. So let's look at these types of wholesalers in a little more detail. To understand the many types of wholesalers, it's useful to start by determining whether the wholesaler takes ownership of products it handles. Okay? And how many wholesaling functions the wholesaler performs. If the wholesaler doesn't own the products it resells, it is an agent wholesaler. Keep that in mind. Now, merchants wholesalers own or take title to the products they sell. There are many types of merchant wholesalers. Service merchant wholesalers provide all the wholesaling functions. Limited function merchant wholesalers provide only some wholesaling functions. General merchandise wholesalers are those that carry a wide variety of non-perishable items. The single or general line wholesalers are those that carry a narrower line, usually specializing in serving a single or limited product line for business or consumer marketers. Specialty wholesalers are those that carry a very narrow range of products and offer specialized technical knowledge related to that area. Cash and carry wholesalers are those that operate like service wholesalers, except that customers must pay cash. Drop shippers are those that take title but do not handle products. Instead, they arrange for other buyers and the producer ships the products directly. Truck wholesalers are those that specialize in delivering products at a cost that they stock in their own trucks. Rack jobbers are those that sell hard-to-handle assortments of products on their own point-of-purchase display racks. And catalog wholesalers are those that sell out of catalogs that are distributed widely to smaller customers. Thus, they can reach outlying areas. Agents wholesalers are wholesalers who do not own the products they sell. Their main purpose is to bring together buyers and sellers. They offer fewer services and have lower selling costs than merchants. They are important in international trade where specialized skills are needed that other channel members don't have. Agent wholesalers normally specialize by customer type and product or product line. Among the different types of agents are manufacturer's agents. These are the ones that sell similar products for several non-competing producers and receive a commission on sales. Such agents are freewheeling sales reps who can easily add product lines from a variety of producers to meet the customer's needs. Export or import agents are basically manufacturers' agents specializing in international trade. Brokers are those that provide information and bring buyers and sellers together. Their distinction is that their relationship with buyers and sellers tends to be temporary, lasting only while the deal is negotiated. Export and import brokers specialize in bringing together buyers and sellers from different countries. Selling agents are those that take over the whole marketing job of producers. They have control over pricing, selling, and advertising, operating as the producer's marketing manager. A combination export manager is a blend of manufacturer's agent and selling agent. Auction companies, these are the ones that speed up the sale by providing a place where buyers and sellers can compete for a transaction. Internet has spurred growth of auction companies in many lines of business. So let's check our knowledge. Atlantic Music distributes various types of musical instruments, sheet music, and accessories that are sold through independent music stores. It carries many different brands such as Remo and Ludwig drums and brass instruments from Yamaha, Horner, and other manufacturers. Atlantic takes title to the music instruments and it supplies, it resells, and provide a variety of services to its customers. So, Atlantic Music is a merchant wholesaler. Merchant wholesalers own the products they sell, and they often specialize by certain types of products. Atlantic Music is a merchant wholesaler. So now, you should understand how retailers plan their marketing strategies, know about the many kinds of retailers that work with producers and wholesalers as members of channel systems, understand the differences among the conventional and non-conventional retailers, understand scrambled merchandising, the wheel of retailing, and why size or belonging to a chain can be important to a retailer.